Welcome to Game Break Hoops. I am your host, Kay Johns, and today we're going to talk about the Caitlin Clark effect, which really isn't the Caitlin Clark effect, it's the NIL deal effect. And because of that, these professional sporting leagues are having to compete with the collegiate athletes, with the collegiate sports. Because at the end of the day, if you're making $300,000 as a women's basketball player at your university, why would you ever leave to play in the WNBA? You wouldn't. If you are a male basketball player at a university and you're making $3 million, why would you leave after your first year? Unless you are considered the number one draft pick. Because with that number one draft pick in the NBA, your stock and the value of your funds, your contract is going to be higher. It's not like that in the WNBA. Well, it is, but their base salary is a hell of a lot smaller than that of the NBA. And the numbers tell you why. They have a huge audience. People show up to the games. People watch it on television. But if you're a woman, if you're a female athlete, and you can make $1 million, why would you go play hoops in the W as a junior? You wouldn't. You would do exactly as Angel Reese did after she won the NCAA tournament against the Iowa Hawkeyes and Caitlin Clark in 2023. You know, every time she was asked, "Well, are you leaving? Are you going to the W?" She would say no. Her answer was so simple. Her answer was so funny. That's why she would always giggle in the middle, somewhere in the middle, or she would laugh when she would say, the amount of money she can make in college is more than the amount of money she can make in the WNBA. Now, that's not factoring in the contracts that she would get from a shoe deal or sponsors or any other sponsorship that she would get. She's not thinking about that. But these are the deals that she is signing when she is in college as a junior. And it was funny to me because after she won the championship and after all the craziness that went by, that she went through because she was talking shit to Caitlyn while they were playing, well, the people, they didn't quite understand, like, what that was about or why it was, why would she come back to come deal with that. And yet, here she is playing in her senior year and she's making more money than she made the year before. Why? Because her stock went up. And when your stock increases, whether you are male or female, you have to go where the money is. And her money was in Louisiana at Louisiana State University. And that's where she made her money and she made her exit at the same time that Caitlyn made her exit. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that trash talking that they were doing with each other during that game had a lot to do with the fact that Angel Reese played for Maryland. Maryland is in the Big Ten along with Iowa. So there's some history there. And a lot of people didn't get that. A lot of people didn't understand that. So for them to come out in the same draft in the same year, it's only fitting. What is the difference? Nothing really. One is the number one overall draft pick, and the other one was seventh. Both in the first round. One got a $28 million contract with Nike. Did to have a signature shoe. The other one, her contract for a signature shoe is with Reebok, but her contract is undisclosed, which is fine. Which is fine. But the problem is the people who are on the periphery that don't know what the hell they're talking about, but yet they want to tell student athletes who are getting drafted and making it into a professional sporting league, that they don't deserve that money. That people who are in the WNBA, they deserve that money. They deserve those contracts. Not even understanding those ladies who play in the W, they have agents. I guarantee you there's not one person in the W who doesn't have a shoe contract. The difference is you don't know that. But you want to tell me that Caitlin Clark don't deserve her $28 million her shoe deal. You want to tell me it's because of she's white and it's because of her white privilege. But you don't even know she was on a re-up. Nike signed her on a re-up. That's not her first contract with Nike. She wore Black Mamas the entire 4 years she was at Iowa. And I don't know if the contracts were year by year, but I know this: when she finished playing in her 4th year this year, that contract had expired. Now she's on a re-up and she's on renegotiation, and she allowed her agent to do that. So for people out there to say she don't deserve that money, and somebody else does deserve that money, when you didn't even understand that Asia Wilson already had a shoe contract, you just sound dumb to me. Absolutely foolish. When she deserves a signature shoe, that's why they sign their contracts, so that they can eventually get that signature shoe. So that one day you sit down when you have time to sit with a designer to design that shoe. But that's neither here or there, because y'all want to try to break Caitlin Clark. Y'all want to try to break this kid because you don't like her. And shame on you. Yeah, I said it. Shame on you for being ignorant. Shame on you for being foolish. Why? It's basketball. Anybody, see, this is not towards the women who are playing in the league, because that's a sorority. And all they're trying to do is make sure all these rookies, even Caitlin Clark, is prepared to enter into this league. Oh, we heard all of this stuff about you, but are you who you say you are? Are you who the media says you are? That's all they're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, it's like I say, it's a sorority, and it's a sorority you can't buy your way into. It's a sorority that you have to play your way into. And not everybody who plays basketball is going to get into this sorority. And that's how it should be. So people on the periphery, if you don't know what an amoeba defense is, you should say nothing about what a person deserves who's actually doing it. If you don't know what a flex cut is, and you're on the periphery, you should never tell an athlete what it is they deserve and what they don't deserve. You should keep that to yourself. That's why these athletes have agents. That's why even you have an agent. But you want to tell these athletes what they do and what they don't deserve. That's like Magic Johnson saying, well, these new NBA stars, they don't deserve these contracts that they're getting, where they're getting paid $40 million. Why? Because he signed a 25-year contract, which meant he was only getting paid $1 million a year. And I know damn well Magic Johnson is worth a hell of a lot more than that. But who's going to tell Magic Johnson he don't deserve $40 million like some of these NBA stars, like some of these NBA players today? But do you think he's mad? Nah, he ain't mad. You want to know why he ain't mad? Because that retirement check look pretty, don't it? The more money these NBA stars make, the more money he makes in retirement. The more money these young cats bring into the game for the WNBA, the more these older cats who are retired, these older ladies, these older women, the more money that you going to make. It's just that simple. The game is growing. The eyeballs are in there. The eyeballs are there. People are watching. Every game Caitlin Clark plays in, it sells out. Every game she has played in, all 6 games, they have sold out. And if you guys haven't noticed, she has a traveling fan base from Iowa. It's not just from Iowa, it's people who went to the University of Iowa. They want to see this lady play. They want to see this kid play. That's what they want to do. And when you shoot her down, you shoot them down too. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.